Welcome to the channel. Today, we're chasing butterflies, literally. But not just any butterflies. Monarchs. The ones that travel thousands of miles with no map, no GPS, no instructions. Just instinct. But what if I told you their journey defies logic, baffles scientists, and might even be written in the stars? Let's unfold the wings of this mystery together. Imagine a creature weighing less than a paperclip, with wings so delicate they tremble in the breeze. Now imagine that same creature flying over 3,000 miles, crossing countries, forests, mountains, and even open waters, all without a map. No GPS. No training. Just pure instinct. Every year, millions of monarch butterflies embark on one of the most astonishing migrations in the animal kingdom. From Canada to central Mexico and back again, across generations. But how? Why? And what does this seemingly impossible journey tell us about nature, time, and even ourselves? Let's begin with the question that started it all: how does a brain the size of a pinhead know how to cross a continent? A monarch butterfly's journey doesn't begin with a single insect, it begins with a legacy passed down across generations. Monarchs that begin their migration are not the same ones who return. They're the great-grandchildren of those who started the trip. This migration is multi-generational. Generation 1 and 2 are born in the spring and summer, living just a few weeks. Generation 3 might live a little longer. But Generation 4? Born in late summer or early fall, it lives up to 8 months, a Methuselah among butterflies, named after the biblical figure said to have lived 969 years. In butterfly time? That's immortality. These fourth-generation butterflies are the ones that travel south, guided by the memory they never experienced, wired into their very genes. A memory not learned, but inherited. As fall approaches, the monarchs from southern Canada and the northern United States take off toward a singular destination, the Oyamel fir forests in the mountains of central Mexico. They follow the sun, using an internal compass that combines the position of the sun in the sky with a circadian rhythm, essentially, a body clock, located right in their antennae. Like tiny solar-powered navigators, they adjust their course as the sun moves across the sky. They glide on thermal currents, flap over cities, dodge storms, and even fly over the Great Lakes. And at the end of their odyssey, they find a very specific patch of forest, just a few dozen acres in size, where millions gather like orange confetti on ancient trees. Scientists have been stunned by how monarchs navigate with such accuracy. They use a time-compensated sun compass. Essentially, they calculate the angle of the sun's position based on the time of day, adjusting their direction like living sextants, the ancient navigation tools once used by sailors to cross oceans using only the sun and stars. But here's the catch. If you disrupt their internal clock, they fly in the wrong direction. If you place them under artificial light, their navigation breaks down. Even more incredible, they course correct. If strong winds blow them off route, they find their way back to the migration corridor, like resetting a GPS. How do they know? We still don't fully understand. When the monarchs finally arrive in Mexico, after flying thousands of miles, they don't feast, mate, or lay eggs. They rest. They cluster together on trees, covering branches so densely that the trees themselves appear orange. The air is cool, crisp, and misty. These trees, Oyamel firs, grow only at a certain altitude, creating a microclimate, a hyperlocal weather bubble, not too hot, not too cold, just right for butterfly hibernation. And then begins their long dormancy. This is the monarch's hibernation period. They remain motionless for weeks or even months, using minimal energy. Some fall to the ground dead. Others survive the cold, awaiting the sun. When spring sunlight warms the forest, it's like a natural alarm clock. Suddenly, the monarchs awaken. Their wings shimmer in the morning rays. They begin to flutter. And then, as if responding to a silent signal, they take off in swarms. But this miracle is on the edge of vanishing. Climate change, deforestation, and agricultural pesticides are crushing monarch populations. Oyamel forests are being logged. Extreme weather disrupts migration timing. Pesticides kill milkweed, the only plant monarch caterpillars eat. In 1996, there were 1 billion monarchs. In recent years, numbers have dropped by more than 80%. These butterflies are more than insects. They're living barometers of Earth's health, like fluttering sensors warning us when balance is breaking down. Imagine future children reading about monarchs in textbooks, wondering why they're gone. This is a story with a ticking clock. The butterfly effect isn't just a metaphor, it's real. Every milkweed plant you grow, every pesticide you don't use, every patch of garden left wild, it matters. You don't have to be a scientist. Just a witness. A guardian. A storyteller. Some cultures believe that butterflies are souls of the departed. Others see them as symbols of change and hope. Either way, monarchs carry more than wings. They carry meaning. Their journey reminds us of things we've forgotten. That instinct is powerful. That nature doesn't need maps. That every tiny life plays a role in something vast and unseen. So the next time you see a monarch butterfly, don't just admire its color. Know that you are looking at the product of 3,000 miles of survival, generations of instinct, and a choreography written not in books, but in blood. They fly not because they know where they're going. They fly because they were born to. And maybe, just maybe, that's what we're meant to do too. Keep moving. Keep growing. And never forget to look up. If this story touched you, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We'll keep sharing nature's deepest secrets every week. You're not just a viewer, you're part of this journey.